Welcome to Lesson 4 in Unit 22, Using Our Resources Wisely. In this lesson, students will work to answer the question, how do human activities use Earth's resources? In this lesson, students examine a day in their life and see how these activities connect to Earth's systems and natural resources. Students figure out that humans use resources for energy. These resources come from Earth's systems. Some resources are renewable over time and others are not. Students make connections to the storyline by updating their community model to include ways their communities use natural resources. There are several opportunities for ELA and math cross-curricular connections throughout the lesson. You can look for specific standard connections in the Unit 22 Teacher Guide. This lesson will take approximately 3 to 4 days to complete. For the Engage portion, you'll direct students to Earth's Resources Student Journal page and ask them to sort the items from the list into the 4-column chart using the categories Hydrosphere, Geosphere, Atmosphere, and Biosphere. You'll ask students how communities might use these resources to meet their needs and what they wonder about these resources or how we use them. You'll revisit the driving question board to add any new questions and highlight others connected to the learning goals of this lesson by calling attention to questions about how human activities use resources. For the Explore portion, you'll have students use the A Day in Our Life student journal page to examine their typical day and identify how their daily activities are part of Earth's systems. For the Explain portion, you'll invite students to share the information they wrote down on their A Day in Our Life student journal page. You'll use the provided questions to guide your discussion around the question, how do human activities use Earth's resources? The goal of this class discussion is to figure out the different resources from Earth that humans use for their daily activities. You'll use the discussion to create the Lesson 4 summary chart. By the end of the discussion, students should understand that humans use resources for energy. These resources come from Earth's systems. Some resources are renewable over time and others are not. You'll then have students watch the MySci video, We Use a Lot of Earth's Resources, and discuss the resources used within the activities shown. During the discussion, you can post the natural resource, fossil fuel, renewable resource, and non-renewable resource vocabulary cards. For the Elaborate portion, you'll remind students of the model they've been working on. You'll ask students how they might update their models to show how humans use Earth's resources. You'll develop a Gotta Have It checklist with students to define what new things they need to add to their models. You'll have students update their model in the Community Model Student Journal page. For the Evaluate portion, you'll have students complete the Identifying Natural Resources Student Journal page. To support student sense-making across the unit, orient them back to the driving question board. Ask, what did we learn about how human activities use Earth's resources? And what additional questions do you have now? By the end of this lesson, students will have obtained information about the resources humans use for their daily activities, and developed a model to illustrate the connection between Earth's systems and natural resources. In Lesson 5, students will develop and use models to explain how our activities affect Earth's systems. For the optional Extend, you can have students pick one resource and make a scientific poster or digital presentation to share the information they obtained. You can hang posters outside your classroom to share information around the school, or host a symposium where students share their presentations with other students, families, or community members. For more information about this unit, visit myscipartners.com.